This is Brittany, or Orange Ninja Bunny. We're coming back with a speed build, and as always, before I start talking, I'm going to apologize for any background noise or my nasaliness and stuff like that. So this is a speed build I did of a challenge. So right now I'm just kind of getting the layout of the land and stuff like that. And like what I want to do. So the challenge isn't technically happening right now. The challenge is everything needs to be green. So it's just whatever showed up when I hit, the color green. And I did play with the levels of the buildings just a little bit, just so that it's not all the same level on. So we've got the porch, and we've got like the slightly raised up garden, greenhouse, and then the other greenhouse that's just directly on the floor. This is, if it wasn't obvious, is a greenhouse. Not just because it's green, but it's a greenhouse. If you watched my last Let's Play, or if this comes out in the order that it's supposed to come out in, we visit it. It is meant to be a pun, yes. Please don't judge me. I really liked the idea of it just being like, oh, it's a greenhouse, and it's a greenhouse. Like I know it's lame. I'm lame. It's okay. So here I'm fiddling with the roof. I'm not entirely happy with how the roof turned out, but also at the same time, I didn't want to spend too much time on it because I'm never going to be good at roofs. It's just not going to happen. So the way roofs work for me is they're just not good. And that's okay. So I did like this trellis, but it is, oh, excuse my dogs. It is a little bright. Most of the build is actually like a minty sage green, like those two colors. So the lime green really sticks out. I really tried here with the, what are those called, banisters, to get it across the top, but it just wasn't working. And that's okay. So now, yeah, we're working on windows right now. I used pretty much all cats and dogs. It does end up being cats and dogs world. In the cats and dogs world. Here I am fiddling around with stairs, which does take some time to figure out what I want to do with them. And then I end up with I think it's like an L shape, yeah. And then I have an L shape storage area right here. And I used several different packs, but I tried. I don't know if I really tried, but I tried, to not have as many. Like, it's not gonna be we've got a Realm of Magic thing there, and we have like garden stuff, romantic garden stuff. That was like the trellis thing. It's mostly, I would think, yeah, no, never mind. And as we go on, I see more and more things that are not just one thing. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. So these all do count as green, which is interesting. Because I honestly didn't think they did, and they do, which is great. I do actually think it turned out pretty well, considering it is all green. Coming back to it in the excuse me, in the Let's Play, I was like, oh wow. So this little bit here, so this is the community part where there's I don't know if I'm going to get into the decorations, but the upstairs is a playroom, the downstairs is like an office, the bathroom, like a small sitting area, and there's also, it's pet friendly, so there's dog beds / cat beds. There's not a big dog / there's no big cats. but there's not a big dog bed, just because I couldn't fit it in anywhere. So unfortunately, they have to like just lay on the ground, and that's okay. So I did build it on a lot that is not where it's gonna be, or where it's shown in um, the build, or in the Let's Play that I had. So this here is like a little where the so I looked sorry, I keep like cutting myself off. I looked so hard for this planter. Um and I did have to go and click out of green. But you look at that planter and tell me it's not green. It is green. How dare you tell me it's not green? But anyways, aside from that, everything is supposed to be like, it shows up when you hit green. But it doesn't show up like that planter doesn't show up when you hit any color at all. So like I went through and I was like, maybe it counts as white, maybe it counts as yellow, maybe it counts as this color. Da 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 da. It does not count as any color, so it's green. Okay, it's green. So I just like went everywhere, and just jumped everywhere around, just because that's just how I am. So here I am. I don't usually use the Sims 3 camera, but sometimes I do have to do it for these specific things. So I'm just like making it so that there's light around, but I tried to connect those last ones, but I didn't like how it looked when I like sized it down and stuff. So I do end up like adding, I added trellis there, and I think that looks kind of nice. I do think it's a little bulky. I would have used the toddler stuff one if I could have. There's not a green swatch, so. And then, that's so I'm sorry, I'm trying to like go fast but also like talk about everything. The second greenhouse has like the flower arranging tables, and the flower arranging tables are right next to our bins, and like I thought that was super cute because like you just throw like your little scraps in it. But like obviously it's not how it works in The Sims, but so I didn't realize I didn't paint everything when I did the painting, because it's just finicky. So honestly, it's just me like going around being like, like I'm scrolling through the decorations and being like, that decoration will work here, this decoration will work here, and then so on and so forth. So that's why I'm like jumping around a lot, because I don't like scrolling through decorations multiple times. It just bothers me. So I'm just gonna like, the way my build style works is just like, I'm just gonna do it now. So I hope that's not too jarring, but it might be, so I'm sorry. So here I'm adding the pet bowls and the pet beds. I tried to put the big one in, as you can see, but it just didn't work out. I did include a grill, and like a little box, the cooler, just in case, like, they, like, the people there, like, wanted to eat something. And there's, like, the office. The office is so cool, in my opinion. Like, I know it looks kind of, like, lame, but I'm, like, I find it really interesting. Like, it seems, like, so much like an actual, like, office to me, really. Like, that would be put into a small space. And there's, like, chairs. I think I put, there's like a little lounge kind of like thing next to the drying herbs, but it's not like a really like big lounge, it's just a chair. And then I'm just trying to work on like lights here. I think I ended up going with the wall lights because I couldn't get it to work with like regular lights. I do like how it turned out, like with how everything, like even though it is literally just green stuff, it looks really nice in my opinion. Which is why I was like, I'm just gonna include it in my Let's Play, because I planned on making a greenhouse for him anyway, because it seemed like a good plan, because Grandma kept trying to steal his job. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm just adding in decorations still. I'm sorry I'm all over the place. It's just gonna how it be. I figured it would be nice to have curtains because, like, not always do you want the sun shining in your face. There are toddler things up there, so I don't know. Toddlers can't really use stairs, can they? So you'll have to, like, walk them up there and, like, drop them off and then leave them there. Yeah. And then there's a bathroom, which is just a simple bathroom. It's got a toddler potty, it's got a regular toilet, and, like, a rug and a sink. And then here I am adding the not green planters, apparently. I totally forgot. There's a water filtration system, which I thought was interesting to have. Like, I think I add solar panels as well. So, like, it's like a kind of like a greenhouse. A greenhouse? So it's three greens? It's a greenhouse. Yes. So here we're adding foliage. There was many options, but at the same time I didn't want to make it overgrown. So I was just kind of like adding the normal things I add to builds is like this grass and then this, I don't know what that plant is called. I'm pointing at the screen like you totally know what I'm talking about. And then the white fluffy things. But like I didn't want to add too much. I couldn't find terrain paint that was green, which is ironic, actually. I honestly should have done what I did with the planter and been like, yeah, no, green grass is green. And here I'm adding in like rugs so that they can stand on them by the flower arranging tables. I thought that was a good idea. Kind of like how they brought them in, or like they thinking that like the people who come here brought them in and like put them there. And then here I'm adding chairs, and like I'm thinking like they broke the chairs and then they got new chairs and they have like extras in the back area here and like just extra like stuff. And there's like a, yeah. I think I'm going to do screenshots, so I think we're coming to screenshots now. And thank you for watching. I think I talked about everything. If I didn't, I'm so sorry. I might talk about it in like the next Let's Play episode. But that's it. Thank you. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.
We
bye-bye.
could be holding up our light. We could be fighting for what's right. Or we could be falling to pieces. Under the bridge of fire burns, somewhere the pages start to turn, and somebody whispers, I need